Welcome back to English with Tom and Julia, the place where we help you learn English and grow as a person, one conversation at a time.
Today's episode is a gentle reminder. A reminder for anyone who feels tired, stuck, or unsure about their progress.
Yeah, it's called Keep Going. Your future self will thank you. Because sometimes the hardest part isn't starting, it's continuing.
Let's be real for a second. We all feel like stopping sometimes. Not because we're lazy, and not because we don't want the goal badly enough, but because our brains are literally wired to avoid discomfort. When something feels challenging or uncertain, the brain's first instinct is to protect us. It says, "Stop, slow down, don't do this. It feels unsafe."
Exactly. Your brain always prefers the familiar, even if the familiar is not good for you. Learning English, building a business, going to the gym, waking up early. All of these are uncomfortable in the beginning. So when we start something new, the brain sends signals like, "This is too hard. You're not good enough. Nothing's changing."
And what makes it worse is the illusion of slow progress. When you don't see results immediately, it's easy to think you're failing. But the truth is, progress is invisible before it becomes obvious. You don't notice your English improving day by day until suddenly you understand a movie scene without subtitles. You don't see your confidence growing until you finally speak up in a meeting without shaking.
And here's something most people don't realize. Feeling like quitting is a sign you're growing. If you never feel like stopping, it means you're not pushing yourself in any meaningful way.
Right, that moment where you think, maybe I should give up. That's usually the moment right before the curve starts going upward. That's the mental barrier everyone hits. Not because they're weak, but because they're close to entering a level they've never reached before.
So if you're listening right now and you're tired, discouraged, or frustrated, remember this. You're not broken. You're normal. And the fact that you're struggling doesn't mean you should stop. It means you're doing something that your future self will be grateful for.
I actually have a real story about this. Years ago, I started waking up early to read and practice writing. No one told me to, no one watched me, and honestly, it felt pointless at the start.
I can imagine you thinking, why am I doing this to myself?
Exactly. For months, nothing changed. I didn't feel smarter. I didn't feel more creative. But I kept going.
And then?
And then one day, during a team meeting, someone asked a question. And without thinking, I gave this really clear explanation. Everyone was surprised, even me. And that moment hit me hard. Oh, my early mornings, they did matter.
I love that. Because that's how growth actually works. Quiet, unnoticed, and then suddenly undeniable. There's something powerful we often forget. Your future self is watching you. Not literally, of course, but every decision you make today shapes the version of you 6 months from now, 1 year from now, or even 5 years from now. And that future version of you is quietly hoping you don't give up today.
Think about it like this. Imagine meeting your future self. They walk into the room. They're more confident, fluent in English, healthier, living a life you'd be proud of. And they say, "Thank you for not giving up on the days it was hardest." Because that version of you doesn't appear magically. They exist because of the choices you make right now, especially the small ones.
Yes, we often think big success comes from big actions. But no, future you grows from the tiny choices you made when nobody was watching. 5 minutes of studying instead of scrolling. Saying no to something that drains you. Doing one more repetition at the gym. Practicing English even when you feel tired.
And here's the truth. Future you can't fight for themselves. They can't show up and work. Only you can do that for them. They depend entirely on the effort you give today. Not the perfect days, but the difficult days. The days when you're tempted to quit.
So when you feel like stopping, try asking yourself one simple question. What would my future self want me to do right now? Not the tired you, not the discouraged you, but the version of you who finally made it. The version who already speaks English confidently, who already feels proud, who already overcame this moment.
And I promise, That future version of you is rooting for you, hoping you keep going, trusting that you will, counting on the strength you don't even realize you have yet. Here's a truth that hurts a little. You never regret continuing, but you almost always regret quitting.
Yes. When you quit, you're not quitting the task. You're quitting the future version of yourself who needed you to stay consistent.
And the worst part is, you don't feel the regret today. You feel it later, when you realize how close you actually were.
Sometimes the problem wasn't your ability, but your patience.
Let's be honest. The hardest part of self-improvement isn't starting, it's continuing. Especially on those days when you wake up tired, stressed, unmotivated, or just done with everything. Everyone has those days, even the most disciplined people.
Exactly. And the biggest mistake we make is thinking we need to feel good to make progress. But confidence, discipline, success, they don't come from perfect days. They come from the days when you show up even though you don't feel like it.
So here are the 3 simple rules we both use to push through our worst days.
Rule number 1. Lower the bar, but don't quit.
On bad days, don't aim for perfection. Don't aim for 1 hour. Aim for 5 minutes. Aim for just one small thing, because doing something keeps the habit alive, and that's what really matters.
Yes, when I'm exhausted, I tell myself, just do one tiny version of the task. One page, one sentence, one exercise, one vocabulary word. Small doesn't mean weak. Small means consistent.
Rule number 2. Remove the emotion, follow the plan.
Motivation comes and goes, but a plan stays the same. On tough days, don't negotiate with your feelings. Just follow the plan mechanically. No drama, no excuses.
Think of brushing your teeth. You don't ask, do I feel motivated? You just do it. Some habits should feel the same, automatic.
Rule number 3. Remind yourself, this is the price.
Every meaningful goal has a cost. Boredom, discomfort, frustration. When you hit a bad day, that's not a sign you're failing. That's a sign you're paying the price of becoming your future self.
I love that. Instead of saying, this is hard, say, this is the part that makes me stronger. Because anyone can work on the easy days, but it's the hard days that move you into the next version of yourself.
So if today feels heavy, slow, or messy, it's okay. Do the small version. Follow the plan. Remember the price.
And most importantly, don't quit on the days you need progress the most.
So if today you feel tired, discouraged, or stuck, this is your sign. Your effort is working, even if you don't see it yet.
Your future self is already smiling at you, already grateful that you didn't give up today.
Keep going. Slowly is fine. Quietly is fine. But don't stop.
And if this episode encouraged you even a little, give us a like, a subscribe, and share it with a friend who needs a gentle push today.
We'll see you tomorrow. Until then, keep going. Your future self will thank you.